today we are cooking and preparing white beans in tomato sauce. They are already pre-cooked, so they will be prepared quite fast.
This is going to be a bean stew.
Bean stew we are cooking, yes. So here you see all the ingredients that you will be using. Some of them are optional, like meat.
We will use
Today we will use wiener, but you can also buy and use pre-cut bacon. It is very good because it's fatty. Or you can use falukorv, but not this amount. Of course you will use a smaller amount for this portion of beans. You can use carrot.
Wait. Basically, any type of meat, fat meat is better. It's recommended because it's tastier and it's more nutritious. If you want to fry it with beans, if you have leftover meat, you can add it when everything is done. You can just add it in the pot. So if you have some leftover sausages from the day before, you can just add them in the end. Okay. Now the carrot.
Yeah, it is also optional. I like to use it because it brings sweetness and nutrient values to the stew. But I like to grind it. Okay, so I don't know if you have
this
tool
like this or the one on the board. If not, then you will not
use. Our grandmothers were putting it in carrots in the stew, but they were cutting them in the small cubes for them to cook faster. But still, then it requires more time because you need to leave carrot to cook for at least 10 to maybe even 15 minutes before it is well cooked, before you add done beans.
So if you have this tool, use 2 carrots. If not, then you can just drop carrots.
Drop carrots.
You will need onion.
Yes, you will need onion. You will need garlic.
One piece,
like this. If you have, or the powder garlic. Okay. Of course, the salt. Then classically the pepper for aroma. The curcuma that goes with pepper. I like to put ingefära, ginger into it because it gives this fresh feeling to beans. It's a little bit citrusy. And persilla as green. Yeah. Additionally, you can, but it's not necessary, use some paprika. In this case, I have this spicy paprika feferon, which goes great because it makes everything more spicy.
Spicy beans is great. Yeah, of course you need
oil. Yeah.
And we will use snabbmakaroner, those small macaroner, because they cook really fast, super fast. Yeah. You can use any type of pasta noodles, but mine they need to be cooked longer and they require more water. So,
yes.
So we are going to do this.
Yeah, all of this we will prepare in one pot. So
single pot.
You need is one pot. Okay. Now I will start with cutting and preparing, so you have an idea of how much time you need.
Cook along.
Yes, cook along. For this amount of beans, I will use only half of the onion. I will take this one that is a bit damaged, started to rot, and remove all the parts that don't look good. Okay. Clean it well. Remove all the parts that have been infested.
Half we will use, half goes to storage.
Half goes to storage. I will use the smaller half because this is quite big onion and this will be enough for me. Okay, just to refresh the knife.
You see, after cutting outer layer,
yeah. So the onion,
refreshed.
I will cut into small cubes. The smaller they are, faster they will be prepared and better they will blend into the stew. Okay, so I will cut it into small pieces. like this. And then I'll go through it like this a few times.
Mind the grip.
Now it starts to irritate the eyes, which is good.
And it
Healthy.
releases
The juice,
fluid,
yeah.
the juice, so that means it is ready.
And you are pulling your finger over the knife to remove. You do it carefully, under the right angle.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just, I mean, need to. This is going to be good enough, okay. So you see how small these bits are. Okay, now I don't see anything because my eyes are tearing. Okay, I'll wash the knife. Move this to the side. So I have a room to prepare garlic. I'll take that one garlic, small one. I hope it's going to be good enough.
Again, if you don't have garlic like this, you use powder, garlic powder.
I also remove all the parts that are not really healthy. Yeah, I will be adding a little bit of powder probably as well because it
This is
is
small.
small and quite damaged, exhausted. Yeah, so again, really small cubes. Yeah, see how it's not really in a good state.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
This is dry, all,
Yeah,
all
dry
garlic,
and old.
so
Okay, but if you are doing it, you also go for really small cubes, so it releases a lot of aroma. Yeah. This is why it's good to have the powder garlic in house, because you
Just
never
in
know.
case.
Yeah. This one we bought cheap on discount, and it was already quite damaged and rotten. So I will remove those elements that I cannot cut, that don't look healthy. So this is the, you see how small I make these cubes. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And now, because I will be using the carrot, I will show you fast how to do it if you decide at any point. Otherwise,
first carrot need to be
cleaned.
clean.
So you remove the top and the bottom of carrot. Now I have this tool to remove the skin of the carrot.
It can be done with a knife.
It can be done
It used to be done with a
with the
knife.
knife as well. Before it was like this. You just take the knife and you pull down the
Until everything that is black or brown goes
is
away.
removed. Yeah,
And you have a beautiful clean orange
yeah.
carrot.
Okay.
So all
So
the
you put your thumb underneath and you are pulling the knife toward your thumb. Like this. Now you, if I remember well, have
you
only...
can also do it in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I sometimes do it in opposite
Yeah,
direction.
you
like this.
also, if I remember well, you have that huge knife. So I don't know how practical that is, because for this type of work, these small knives are great. And they're not that expensive to purchase, so if you find yourself walking to IKEA again, you can afford it. It helps with taking care of these vegetables.
Yeah. Knives like this.
Yeah.
Small.
This white one was also IKEA, but it was the first one we bought, so now it's already quite exhausted. Okay. So this method is a little bit more messy, as you see, because you have tons of small parts of carrot all over the place. This is why I prefer the other
this
tool.
tool is practical.
Yeah, this I now
It's
need
faster.
to collect like this.
So you see, carrot is clean,
Yeah, I will wash
both of them,
it one more time.
and
just to
this all goes to garbage.
Yeah. Like this.
I have this line from this light here.
Yeah, I will
Yeah, and then wash it. Yeah.
like this. Okay. And so now, if you decide to use the carrot and you are cutting them, then you need to cut them into really small pieces so they cook fast. Yeah. Now I will
I suggest if you cannot grind, then don't
do it
use carrot. It's
avoid,
going
yeah.
to complicate.
Yeah, so I will be grinding it on this area. It is specific, it turns it into paste, practically. Okay, now you will see. What if you have this grinder, you need to take care of your fingers, have a good grip, do it in the controlled way.
So you don't grind your fingers.
Fingers, yes, because this can go through skin very well.
You have to press here from this side.
I never go all the way, I don't do the whole carrot, I eat the end. As it is. It takes a little bit of practice. When you are doing it, you need to do it like you mean it, like with changing the tires. Okay, so you hold this, you hold it firmly. You hold the carrot firmly, and then you grind. Okay. If you do it gently or soft, everything will go all over the place and there is more chance for you to hurt yourself. You need to apply certain force, but do it in a way that you control your body and the tools you are using. Okay, so I will not be forcing this carrot to the end just to save my fingers.
So this tip we will eat.
Yeah, I will eat it like this. Yeah. Okay. So it's like a snack prior to your lunch. See? It's dangerous. It's enough to touch.
So the carrot broke.
Yeah.
So I cut herself on this, yeah.
So it comes with the job occasionally. Okay. Now with the knife I will pull out the rest of the carrot. This part I can remove as much as it goes, the rest I will have to wash. This amount is more than enough for this portion of beans. It brings vitamins and this sugary taste makes it a little bit sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet. Carrot makes it sweet, so it's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm sure no.
Gristi to.
Okay. Okay, so now this is it. Let me just cover this so I don't leave blood all over the place.
I'm chewing on the remain of carrot. It's very soft carrot. Yeah.
In this case, it's good to have in your home as a basic
Bandages
tool.
are in the kitchen. If you cut yourself preparing food,
Okay.
you apply bandage so you don't blood around.
Okay. This one should be waterproof. It never is. But here, it will work for this. Later I will use Reiki. Okay, now I'm cooking. Now, I will put oil into the pan, into the pot, enough to cover the bottom. Okay. I have a little bit of oil left from the pancakes from yesterday. Now you see inside the pot,
So
it will spread, but it's still not
It's not enough.
I want it to cover the bottom before it warms up. So I will slowly be adding more. A little bit more. Okay, like this. Now it covered the bottom. Now put there because I can control it better. Okay. Like this.
how much was this? Yeah, again,
9 over the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. So
3/4.
yeah, if it goes too fast, you regulate the heat, you turn it lower. We cannot here really regulate that much, so if anything starts to burn, the onion or anything, I need to lower the temperature, I will just move to the side. And it's something that you can always also do when you are cooking. If things go out of control and you need to do something, stir, add water,
Save food from burning.
you just
remove it.
from the ring. And temperature instantly drops enough for food to not burn or get glued to the bottom.
No. Oil is getting warm now.
Yes. So to use the time, today as we decided to use sausages, I will prepare them so you see how it can be done as well. I will not be baking them beside the stew. I will put them on the oil and onion.
Everything will be mixed in one pot.
Okay, so I will do everything in one pot. These were frozen, so they have
Still are.
yeah, a little bit of frost on them. So I'll cut them in such a way, you see, in these little rings, so they bake fast. Since this type of wiener is already pre-cooked, basically pre-prepared, you don't have to bake them a lot. But while the beans cook and pasta cooks, they will be very well done. Okay. I left them frozen for a reason, because sometimes it's easier to cut when they are frozen.
I'm just removing ice from. Then they're still frozen, but I'm removing ice. Like this, I'm washing them to remove ice.
cooking room.
Again, this can be bacon.
Yes.
In that case, you will not need to cut it because it's already pre-cut in cubes. This one, see, it's already pre-cut in cubes.
See, this is a great amount. For this amount of beans is basically a bit too much, but hey, so it's more so wiener with beans than beans with wiener.
I mean, you don't have to use it all. You can take half of the of the package, but
Yeah,
then again, this is
it's two of us.
not a big deal to eat.
Obi is a big man, so I need to feed him with something. Okay, so now I will try to add onion to see if the oil is, yes, it's great.
Yes, it is ready.
Okay, so now I toss in and start to stir. Okay, to prevent it from burning.
Okay. Lowering this,
Lowering.
the setting, because this is really now boiling.
Yeah, and now I stir a little bit. It takes maybe a minute or two when the oil is hot like this for the onion to be thermally transformed. It will start to get this golden color. I want it to release the juices, but I don't want it to go brown. So I'm stirring and observing. Minute more and I will add garlic.
If they start to burn, go brown, remove it from,
And lower the temperature.
lower the
of
temperature,
ring.
and then after some time return to continue.
You can press the onion a little bit with the tip of spatula.
This smells nice.
Those greenish elements, of course, will not turn yellow, golden. I think it's good enough. Now I will add prepared garlic. This garlic doesn't need much time. It can burn quite fast. I'll start to add salt, pepper. Okay, so a little bit
Garlic powder.
of salt. You think you need more garlic, huh?
Yeah, I'm just asking. So that garlic that is already in could be a garlic powder, of course.
So stews can take a decent amount of
Seasoning.
critters,
Critters.
because you will be adding water inside, but still,
It's hard to do too much.
yeah, but still be
Yeah, but still.
reasonable. Okay. With ingefära, I'll be careful with jumbir because it can take over and then everything tastes just like a jumbir.
Yeah, careful with ginger.
Yeah. Here we go, a little
Very
bit
modest.
of paprika. And I will leave persilla for a little bit later. Okay. So now this is the
These are the base, yeah.
and I will now add a meat to it. So if you are using bacon,
Speck.
you also add it now. If you are using like small chicken, for example, cut to small pieces like this, you add it now. So all the meat that you are not preparing separately or is not already prepared from the day before, you add now. So
yeah. And you do the meat. When meat is done, then you continue.
yeah. So I'll leave like this, stir, leave it in oil for a minute or two, and then I will be adding water inside. When adding water, it is good that this water is at least on the temperature of
At
the
least
air,
room temperature.
It can be mild or warmer.
Warm water is okay.
So it's not in big contrast with oil.
Yeah, don't use cold water.
Yeah. It's also not economical because you drop the temperature in the pot and it takes more time for everything to heat up again. It's just sitting there in the cold water for some time.
So you will use warm tap water.
Yeah. Now it smells. And you will feel the smell of the meat that you put on the onion. You know this already. So how it is. So now, because the sausages were almost frozen, they did this drop of temperature in the pot, but the oil is still dropping bubbles. So it's good. I like to use this 2 deciliter cup for water. Maybe I will be adding more than one.
We have this water, you are using tap water, okay? Warm tap water. So I measure with the cup.
Now
there are also some dedicated
the sausage started to
cups with the scale.
Become swollen. It means it is being thermally changed inside. Okay, so now I will add a little bit of water here, like this. Wait for it to pop the bubbles.
It's almost covered with water, you see? Almost. Now we again wait for it to boil.
Now I can turn up the heat again a little bit, so I'm changing between 8 and 9. See, beginning of disturbances in the water. Stir a little bit And in these boring periods of cooking, while keeping my eye on the food that I'm preparing,
So it doesn't burn?
so it doesn't burn, I can use the time to put away certain things that I have used already, so I don't have chaos in my kitchen. Okay, so I will return the oil because I will not be needing it anymore. And I will return all the seasonings I have used and will not use anymore. Put them back in place. Salt I can leave out because when I'm close to done, I will taste my stew, and if it's not salty enough, I will be adding more salt. Okay, this I didn't use. So we have boner left and pasta. See, now it's cooking. Okay, nice. And now I will add my carrot. You maybe will not have this part. And let it for 1 minute cook with meat. You see now how grinded like this carrot immediately becomes like pate. It feels this stew. It gives it gustoća,
Density.
density. Yes.
So obviously preparing stews is more time consuming. It requires patience, some preparation. And this is why normally stews are done so they will be eaten over days, not just for one single meal.
Yeah, now I open this.
Now boner.
Package of boner beans. Usually they have this perforation on the top and also little cartoon like how to open it. And this perforation does not really work. So in the end you take scissors. But I will try today to do it the way that Tetra Pak engineers predicted it. And here it goes. With ICA products usually it does.
Yeah.
With those from Lidl, for some reason it does not. Okay.
Svenska kvalitet. Washing,
Yeah.
which you're not using. Checking here so it doesn't burn.
So if you ever wondered what are these things for in the kitchen, you see they're practical for
They have fingers.
yeah. Yeah. Knife I will not be needing anymore. Wash it. And same with the cutting board. If I was cutting meat on it, again I wash it with more focus. Because this meat, if it's left on the board, is a source of bacteria development. It starts to rot and it's health hazard. Okay. This Good. This I will put into the fridge. Okay, so now this is boiling nicely. It's been more than 1 minute and it is for sure thermically done. The carrot, you see how it softens, it changes color a little bit to the darker. And now I'll add my boner together with saft. In this case it contains
So here we use the water that was inside.
tomato.
Or sauce, yeah, whatever
Okay.
that was inside.
I can
Just-
use a little bit of water.
It's, yeah, you didn't see, So I put some water
Like this inside.
to collect the remains from carton.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Now I mix it. See? And again let it come to the boiling point. And let it boil for a minute or two.
Yeah.
So I will not be cooking it for a long period of time. There is no need for it. The beans are cooked.
This is pre-cooked beans again, so no need to cook it for a long time. Couple of minutes and that's it.
So now proper disposal of emballage of the carton and plastic.
Carton and plastic.
So it goes into dedicated garbage, carton, plastic, plastic. I pre-washed a little bit more the carton so it doesn't leak
In the garbage.
in the garbage. Okay. Now I will also add a little bit of persilla. So this is the last seasoning left. Okay. And now basically this is the stew. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you have pre-cooked pasta leftovers from yesterday,
It's it. You can combine.
you are done now. Or you can eat it like this. Not everyone likes
Pasta. Yeah.
pasta with this. Some people eat it just like this. You take bread and you eat it. Some people use leche, lambs. I like it. We don't have it now, and we have it, but we don't do it now because we want to make it simple. Some people even do eat rice with this. But this is done. This is a bean stew with sausages. You can do vegetarian variant without sausages. Everything is the same, just drop the sausages. Or again, you can eat sausages leftover or any kind of meat that you have as a leftovers or you prepared aside to this. So stews are great because you can combine, use your fantasy, you can do many things.
Yeah, so now as it starts to boil again, I will add extra water because I want to cook pasta inside. So for this pasta to have resources to cook itself, I will be adding more water. Okay, 2 more deciliters. Even more. So almost half a liter, because pasta as it cooks will absorb a lot of water. You know this. Okay. You see now
It gains volume.
more like a soup. And I will be rational with the amount of pasta I put inside, okay? So I will not be putting half a kilo.
Rather quarter.
Yeah. Like this.
quarter of the bag.
Yeah. So now I mix this inside, and it takes about 3 to 4 minutes for this pasta to cook. If at any point I start to miss water, I will be adding it.
Yeah. So now just let it cook. It has to boil again, and then pasta needs to cook for this one for like 2-3 minutes.
All of this is super fast, considering if you would be doing beans from the scratch, not pre-cooked, you would need to waste way more time to do it. Raw beans need to be soaked in water for 12 hours at least, then cooked. If you don't have that special cooking pot that makes cooking faster because it cooks under the pressure pot, then it takes 2 hours at least for beans to cook. So all of this would be way more time consuming. This pre-cooked bean is ideal for this student type of lifestyle. So now I will be stirring because I don't want pasta to get glued to the bottom. Like this.
So occasionally stir. Stir.
Now put pasta away. Yes. So now you just monitor, stir, and wait for this snabbmakaroner to cook.
Yeah. If you like it lighter, you add more water. So it's more like a soup. In summertime it is required and very recommended to consume a lot of water. So soups are great in the summer. Salt is important. Body is losing salt in the summer. So stew is great because you can always add salt when it is already done, when it is served on the table. You don't have to overdo the salt part now. Basically everything you can add, even pepper you can add when it is already served in the plate.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it doesn't stick to bottom, occasionally stir.
Yeah.
And make sure that you have enough water. The pasta will consume water.
So now while the pasta is cooking, I can test if I like how it is seasoned and if I want to add anything. So I blow into the spoon for it to cool down. It's okay. It's quite sweet because of this
Carrot.
tomato and carrot.
Carrot and tomato make it sweet.
And it's spicy well. I like
It is spicy.
how it's spicy.
That's important.
I think it is salty enough, but as you say, each of us can individually add salt later
Or pepper.
when it's in the plate.
we are waiting for noodles to cook. So again, if you happen to use different type of pasta, you will need to here cook them longer, and you will need to add much more water. So this is why we love this snabbmakaroner for this.
Yeah, but they like to stick to the bottom. Despite the amount of oil in the mill. So you need to stir. I would say 1 more minute.
1 more minute, yeah. This is decent amount. Again, I calculate this as 2 portions, so 2 of us will eat this now, but you prepare this and you have it for 2 days. You just warm it in the microwave next day and it is done.
There are different ways to prepare beans, different things you can add inside. You can make it thicker or more watery.
Yeah, with flour you get the thickness, but the density, but it's
In the islands,
complicated.
they can prepare it with fish. So there are really a lot of different ways to prepare a bean stew.
Yeah.
But this is the simplest one. So see, it starts to glue to the bottom. It takes like a minute for it to get.
It sticks to the bottom.
We are close.
You are observing pasta now. When pasta is done, when it is done.
These beans are so small. This pasta looks
What is a bean? What is pasta?
weird. It just started. I will be adding a little bit more water inside. Interestingly, it takes longer than when put just in boiling water.
So 1 more cup water inside. So this is well over half liter water now. Yeah, for me the pasta cooking never lasts as they write it on the package. This is supposed to be done in 2-3 minutes. I always cook it for 5-6 or even longer.
Yeah. So now, как се каже шкроб?
Škrob.
Škrob.
Starch.
Starch, yeah. So now different elements in these beans are releasing starch. Beans are releasing starch. The water that beans were contained in also had starch inside. And this pasta, as it cooks, it releases starch. And all of this changes the quality of saft, of soup. It makes soup more dense and contributes to everything sticking to the bottom. So it requires more stirring than it would when you cook pasta regularly in water, just by itself. Because this starch loves to glue to the bottom and burn. We'll probably eat this today, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Now we'll eat this with bread. I need to stir it basically all the time. I leave it for half a minute and it starts to stick. Yeah, and done. I keep stirring, monitoring. Yeah, pasta starts to get slowly the volume. Okay, now I'll taste the pasta again. It also again consumed the water.
So this is our pasta. So now we test if it is cooked.
Yeah, it's done.
So it is done. Okay.
Yeah, it's done. I will
Then
turn
the
it
meal
off.
is done. 50 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it. This is it. It goes on table and to plates, and we will now finish this. I mean, of course, you will need to wait for a minute or two to cool down so you can eat. But this is it.
So now you mix and you take out in the way that you have a little bit of everything. A little bit of sausages, a little bit of bean, a little bit of pasta. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is it.
And this is it. Eat it with bread. Very nice.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye.